The movie kicks off in a quiet, everyday apartment in Moscow. We meet our main guy, Michael, who's just waking up from a strange dream that leaves him a bit rattled. Michael gets ready for his night shift at one of the fanciest casinos in the city, a place buzzing with rich folks and endless money flowing across green tables. He's been working there for about 3 months now, blending in as just another staff member. He chats easily with the security guards, who are tough ex-military types, and even helps out the waiters. There's this one waiter named Richie with a bad back, and Michael fixes a jammed blackjack machine for him without breaking a sweat. He flirts a little with a coworker named Diana, but she's ice cold, brushing him off every time. Michael also picks up tips on handling the snobby high rollers, like this demanding client called Mr. Gold, who treats everyone like dirt. But here's the thing. Nobody at the casino knows Michael's real game. Underneath that friendly server vibe, he's a master con artist pulling off his biggest scam yet. Over those 3 months, he's been sneaky, planting tiny secret devices inside the blackjack machines. These gadgets are rigged to make a small explosion on his command, just enough chaos to distract everyone without causing real harm. As the night ramps up, Michael slips into a staff costume and heads to one of the tables. He rigs it carefully, setting things up so he can skim some cash without anyone noticing right away. Then, in a bold move, he sedates Mr. Gold in a quiet corner and swipes his exclusive VIP card. That card is the golden ticket to the upper level, where the real money plays. With the VIP card in hand, Michael hops into the elevator. He pulls out a special chip and tampers with the controls, making the lift grind to a halt for a few tense seconds. Just then, a worker steps in carrying a fresh deck of cards for the games. Michael acts all high and mighty, pretending he's from management, and demands the cards for the VIP hall. The power flickers like it's part of the show, and soon enough, the elevator dings open to the lavish VIP lounge. Crystal chandeliers hang overhead, and the air smells like expensive cigars and desperation. Chips here are worth thousands. Big, shiny stacks that clink like promises of fortune. Michael slips on a pair of special shades that let him see right through the backs of playing cards, like X-ray vision for poker. Earlier in the elevator, he'd swapped out the real deck for a rigged one marked just for him. He sits down at a high-stakes poker table, playing it cool. At first, he loses a few small hands on purpose, reeling in the other players like fish on a line. They get cocky, betting bigger and bigger, thinking they've got his number. The tension builds as the pot grows massive. That's when a new player slides into the seat across from him, a mysterious guy named Alex. He's calm, almost too calm. Michael goes all in with what he thinks is a winning hand. Alex matches the bet without flinching, staring him down. There's a third player at the table, a nervous one who's sweating under the pressure. Michael feels victory close. His shades show him aces staring back. But then, something impossible happens. Right in his hands, the cards start to change. They morph like liquid, twisting into junk, losing cards that seal his defeat. The dealer, that same woman, slides the huge pile of chips over to Alex. Michael's mind races. He can't believe it. In a fury, he jumps up and chases after what he thinks is the cheat, but it's the wrong guy. Casino guards swarm in, tackling him to the floor. Sirens blare, and Michael's perfect plan crumbles in seconds. He's dragged away in cuffs, his heart pounding. Cut to the back rooms of the casino where Victor waits like a shark smelling blood. Victor's a brutal man, cold, powerful, with a temper that could snap bones. He has Michael tied to a chair and starts the interrogation with fists instead of words. Michael stays sarcastic, which only makes Victor madder. Turns out because of the chaos, Victor had to pay out big to keep the VIPs happy. Now he pins the whole loss on Michael. Over £5 million gone in a blink. He gives him one brutal week to pay it all back, or else. Run, and I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth. is the vibe Victor gives off. Michael stumbles out battered and broke. With time ticking, Michael heads to an old friend for help. He drives out to this weird rundown spot, an abandoned airplane turned into a secret casino, guarded by armed goons with rifles slung over their shoulders. Inside, it's dimly lit, smoke hanging in the air, with lowlifes gambling away their last coins. Michael spots. He finds Leon, his old buddy, who's seen better days but still has that spark of mischief. Michael spills the whole story over drinks, and Leon listens with a knowing smile. He starts talking about the collective unconscious, this hidden realm where special people can tap into powers beyond normal life. Most folks need amulets or guides to get in and out without getting lost forever. Leon pulls out a journal full of notes on this stuff, and Michael skims it, half skeptical, half intrigued. Could powers like that turn his luck around? Meanwhile, across town, Alex is wrapping up his own business. He hands over a fat envelope of cash to a guy named Gordon, looking sharp in a suit. Alex offers to teach Gordon how to access that same unconscious realm, but warns him, you need a trusted partner to pull you back out, or you could drift away forever. Back at the airplane casino, Leon sits with the sleeping Michael, chanting softly like some kind of ritual. He questions why Michael's so obsessed with finding info on Alex in the journal. When Michael wakes, he's still doubting the whole supernatural angle, but the idea of using it for a quick casino win starts to click. No more months of prep, just instant edges. He decides to build a team of these gifted people. First up is Eric, a spoiled rich kid from a tycoon family. Eric's got minor telekinesis. He can nudge small things with his mind, like a marble across a table. Michael pitches it as an adventure to break free from his dad's shadow. Eric's bored with his cushy life, so he bites, eyes lighting up at the thrill. Next, Michael tracks down Tony, a grizzled taxi driver who fiddles with his meters and dashboard lights in ways that defy physics. Tony can control electronics, making gadgets obey him like loyal dogs. At first, Tony laughs it off as coincidence, but Michael calls his bluff, laying out the casino plan. Tony's in, grinning at the payday. For a mind manipulator, Leon points Michael to Kevin, an autistic guy locked in a mental asylum. Kevin's a natural hypnotist. He can plant ideas in people's heads for short bursts, making them do or think whatever he suggests. Michael sneaks in, but things go south fast. Alarms blare, guards chase them. Eric uses his power to knock over a vending machine as a distraction, and they bolt with Kevin in tow, hearts racing. They regroup at the airplane casino for the big reveal. Michaels lays out the scheme. They'll hit Victor's place again, but this time as strangers who don't know each other. No connections, just lucky wins. They run drills to sync up. Eric practices floating dice in the air during a trance-like state. Kevin tests his hypnosis on one of Leon's workers, planting the urge to gamble big. Tony tweaks security cameras, making them swivel away at key moments. In a mock game, Kevin whispers suggestions to a croupier, who starts ignoring weird rolls. Eric nudges the dice to land perfect, and it works. Until it doesn't. The rehearsal crashes hard. The croupier freezes, repeating, "Place your bets," like a broken record. The hypnotized worker loses everything and pulls a gun on Leon in rage. Michael steps in, disarming the guy, but it's clear, these powers need constant watching or they backfire. One slip and the whole team's exposed. With the clock ticking down, Michael needs a communicator. Leon suggests Veronica, granddaughter of a legendary psychic named Tamara. He finds her at Tamara's funeral, a somber gathering in a misty graveyard. As Michael pays respects, shady agents start tailing Veronica. They want her locked up for her telepathy. She can read thoughts from afar and send messages mind to mind. He helps her dodge them in a tense car chase through rainy streets. Once safe, Veronica peeks into Michael's head and sees his whole desperate plan.
She hesitates, scared of the risk, but the agents close in again. No choice. She joins, her voice steady despite the fear. Now with 3 days left on the debt, the team holes up. Gordon, meanwhile, is leveling up fast under Alex's training. He experiments in the unconscious realm, making an artist paint a fake masterpiece by suggestion, then swapping it with a guard's help. He sells the copy dirt cheap, pocketing millions without a trace. Michael brings Veronica to meet the crew. She links their minds instantly, creating a silent network. No words needed, just thoughts zipping like invisible wires.
They test it in a crowded market. Eric rings a distant bell with his mind, Kevin plants panic in a vendor's head, Tony shorts out streetlights with a flick of focus, and Veronica spreads whispers of an earthquake. In seconds, the square empties, proving they can coordinate like a well-oiled machine. The plan solidifies. Hit the biggest casino in Europe. No bet limits, pure adrenaline. They splurge on disguises. Tony as a slick consultant, Kevin as a wide-eyed trust fund heir, Eric playing his real self, Veronica posing as Michael's glamorous fiancée. Dressed to kill, they roll up to the glittering doors. Veronica's mind link hums to life. Tony ghosts the cameras from afar. At the roulette wheel, Eric nudges the ball ever so slightly. Michael woos Veronica with a gentle touch, confessing her mind reading doesn't scare him, it draws him closer. But egos flare. Eric and Tony get cocky, winning too flashy. Guards swarm the floor. In the elevator escape, Michael's furious, chewing them out for blowing cover. He rallies them, eyes fierce. Stick to the plan or we're done. They hit the craps table next, hearts thumping. Kevin locks eyes with the croupier, planting the seed to look away. Tony blanks the overhead cams. Eric sweats, willing the dice to roll sevens. The crowd gasps as they hit jackpot after jackpot. 10 million euros stacking up like a dream. Cheers erupt. They slip out amid the chaos, high-fiving in the shadows. Alex watches from afar, impressed but wary. He tips off Gordon. Michael's crew is real, powers and all. Gordon nods, shifting gears. They'll face him head-on now. 1 day left and disaster strikes. As the team drives through winding mountain roads, a black SUV rams them off the cliff. Tires screech, metal crumples, and they tumble into the ravine. Victor's men swarm the wreck, zip-tying them like trophies. He drags them to his fortress-like casino, eyes gleaming with greed. "Show me these tricks," he snarls, but Veronica clams up, her mind shielded. Victor's done playing. He hauls Michael to a foggy cliffside at dawn, gun to his head. The shot rings out and Michael topples over the edge, body vanishing into the mist. The team screams, but it's too late. Or is it? Twist, it was all smoke and mirrors. Victor wasn't the shooter, Alex was, but the bullet never hit. Alex had woven an illusion in the unconscious realm, making Michael dodge by stepping into a hidden reality. Michael stirs awake in a hidden safe house, the team crowding around in relief. But the real bombshell drops when Gordon walks in, Michael's long-lost father, gray-haired and regretful. He'd faked the crash to force a family reunion, all to chase the door in the unconscious, a gateway to infinite knowledge, but it traps you after 8 minutes without a guide. Victor's not idle. He breaks Tony, Kevin, and Eric, chaining their powers to his slots. Tony rigging machines for the house, Kevin hypnotizing losers to bet more, Eric tilting every roll Victor's way. The casino's printing money, but the team's suffering. Michael won't quit. Disguised as a lowly repairman, he infiltrates the vaults. He finds Veronica catatonic, lost deep in the unconscious to escape the pain. Desperate, Michael dives in himself. No amulet, no guide. The realm unfolds like a labyrinth of glowing doors, each one a memory or life path. Shadows whisper temptations, time warps. He navigates by sheer will, calling to Veronica through the haze. She sees him, broken but determined, and they connect. He convinces her, fight back, for the team, for something real.
She guides him out, but he stays trapped, buying for time. As Veronica snaps awake, she frees the others with a telepathic surge. Gordon swoops in with an ancient artifact, a compass for the mind that lights the way. He promises to pull Michael free. Alex appears in the realm, explaining the cliff illusion was his gift, a peek into parallel edges of reality. Michael emerges, gasping, the team whole. Now armed and furious, they storm the safe. Tony hacks the lasers with a thought, codes dissolving like mist. Guards drop as Kevin plants surrender ideas. Veronica feeds directions mind to mind. They barricade the door, crack the vault, billions in unmarked bills. The team slips out the back, bags heavy with cash, melting into the night. They rendezvous on a sunny beach, waves crashing like applause. Alex waits, smirking. He lays out a bigger con, one that bends realities themselves. As he speaks, a fiery figure flickers in the distance, like a warning from the edge. 3 months later, the cycle spins again. Gordon corners Michael in a quiet cafe, pitching the ultimate score, using hypnotists to raid the unconscious for secrets worth empires. Michael, once a lone wolf, glances at his team,